Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Fishhaus Fridays. It's been a busy week, more so outside the tanks than in. I did at least get my water changes done this week, but other than that, I haven't done a whole lot. As you saw, I'm sure, through the guppy video, we did get some of the nebulous steels out into the tank. Outside, I plan to get these guys out this week. I've got to manage to catch all the little fry in here though, which is going to be super fun, and perhaps I'll do a whole video on just that because I'm sure it'll be comical. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to break down the whole tank in order to get everybody out because there are a lot. But other than that, everyone in this tank is doing well. Corys are doing well. The snails are doing well. My little bristle nose I brought in here to clean the diatoms are doing well. Been doing a good job keeping the glass clean. So everybody here is actually doing pretty good. I have lost a couple of shrimp and I'm not sure why. So, I might have to get a TDS meter. I actually don't have one yet. And I've actually heard that ghost shrimp are harder to keep than cherry shrimp. I've had a couple of people tell me that, but I wanted to kind of try ghost shrimp first. Mainly because they're a lot cheaper, so if they did die, it wasn't as big of a deal. But I did have a couple die, so we're definitely going to have to look into that. Everything in terms of the tank parameters looks good, so that's why I'm thinking might have to check the TDS meter. But trying to think if anything exciting happened this week other than tubbing stuff, which I did a video on. I did put the baby platies in with the mystery fry, and they're growing, they're doing well. Oh, I do have some stuff to show you for sure with the mosaic tank. I've got some excitement there. So we'll flip on over and head over there and we'll be back. Alright, so on our way I just thought I would stop by and do a quick video, or quick little segment on the mystery fry babies. As you can see, they're doing quite well. Everybody in here is doing well. We haven't had any losses or anything, so the bucket's working out. Haven't actually had the bubbler on since day one, so these guys have been going strong in here. I do daily water changes of pretty much about 80% of the water, and clean the bottom, but I haven't actually had the bubbler on. They've been doing pretty good. Everybody looks to be doing well. They're all growing, swimming up and about. Even the little platy babies are doing well. So I'm pretty excited to continue to watch these guys grow, see what they turn out to be. Again, these guys are my mystery guys. They could be yellow tigers or they could be Dumbo mosaics. They're from the QT tank over here, which everybody's doing pretty good in quarantine. They're officially done with their medication, so that's good. Everyone looks good, everyone looks healthy. Everyone's pretty much looking ready to go, but of course, you know, because they are going in with other fish, I'm going to give them another couple weeks, just in case. But, they're looking good. I do need to do the water change on their tank. I haven't done it yet today. So, got to do their water change still today, but other than that, this tank is doing really well, and there's not a whole lot to report. No other babies, nothing found, everybody's looking good, so we'll just kind of keep them doing their thing, and in a few weeks they'll go where they're going. Now, up in the big tank, I will say I'm pretty excited over the fact that my flame moss is growing pretty well. Let me see if I can get an angle. It is growing actually pretty dang well. I'm pretty excited about that. And we've got, all of them have pretty good growth. Christmas moss is growing pretty good. Everybody's looking pretty good. All the snails are doing well. All of the fish are doing well. Unfortunately, there's supreme glare on the tank from the windows. I'm sorry about that, but everybody's doing pretty dang good. Kind of having a good time. All the snails are growing huge, the mysteries are, so I'm hoping that within the next few weeks, hopefully, maybe we'll start having some mystery snail babies. The bristlenose are all doing well. They're kind of, I think there's one over there. Yep, there's one over there. I have noticed one of them is starting to kind of hang out in this pod over here. Oh, there's the little baby Molly, doing pretty good. One of them is kind of starting to hang out over here in this little tube, so I'm hoping that they're kind of finding some homes and getting established here. But everybody's doing really well here. Pretty pleased with this tank. It's always easy. But yeah, I just wanted to give you kind of a quick update on them while we head to the mosaics. We'll be back. Alright, ladies and gents, here we are at the Dumbo mosaic tank. So, as you can see, unfortunately, we have installed this super ugly, I'm doing a water change on it, so excuse how far down it is, but we installed this super ugly, rickety, solid plastic mesh divider. It is 5 grade plastic mesh, and I literally have it just tied up at the middle divider. But it was kind of an emergency situation because a mama was giving birth, and of course they were all eating them. They're horrible fry eaters. But more than that, I was mainly worried that they were going to eat them all, so I was like, let me quickly get the divider up, because I watched them eat like 3. So I was like, let me get the divider up, let me get the divider up. So I threw the divider up, and lo and behold, bum bum bum, we have little babies everywhere. I have counted at least 24 babies in here that I believe are from 1 or 2 mamas. Really, it looks like 1 mama is the only one that gave birth. The rest still look pretty fat. But we do have a bunch of little beebs in here, so I'm pretty excited. That's definitely been the most exciting thing to happen this week. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm ready to get these guys grown up. I have a waiting list of 16 people waiting for my Dumbo mosaics, and of course I haven't been able to get any of them because I haven't been able to get them where they're not eating them. And there were way too many to put in a breeder trap, so I was like, brr. And then we kind of talked about it, and I was like, well, I could always pull 1 mama out at a time, 1 or 2 mamas, put them in a 5-gallon bucket, put the breeder trap in the middle of a 5-gallon bucket, let them have their babies in there. Then of course that mama was having babies right then, and I don't like to pull moms while they're having babies or right before they have babies, because mainly that's what stresses them and kills them the most. It's not pulling them and putting them somewhere, it's pulling them while they're already extremely stressed over having babies. So I decided leave mama in there and just put the divider up, and it worked like a charm, thankfully. So we finally have Dumbo mosaic babies. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to see what they look like, what they grow up like, and to choose the best of the best and send them off to my waiting list. And hopefully more mamas will go. We've got at least 3 or 4 mamas that are fairly pregnant, and I would say are probably going to go within the next couple of weeks. Got some that are fairly big. And then, of course, there's like 1 mama in there who looks just a little bit thin. And she's the one that just gave birth. But, of course, none of them look super, super thin. So they don't really, I've noticed the mosaics above everybody don't really get super thin when they have babies. They still pretty much look pregnant. So, I only know because I watch them all the time, so I know that they get super large, and then I know once they have babies they shrink down a bit, or they look a little bit smaller. So I have marked off that mama that gave birth in my records, so I know about when to expect her babies again. And definitely though, the little babies are doing quite well. I'm quite pleased. So that has pretty much been it for this week for Fishhaus. It's been a relatively busy week of cleaning, not cleaning fish tanks, but just cleaning the house, trying to get it in order. So we're having a cookout with my dad this weekend. He's home by himself. My mom's away at a horse show, so we invited him over. So lots of cleaning and preparing, but overall, fish are still doing pretty well. I do have a blue lace. It looks a little bit, I'm a little worried, so I'm probably going to treat them again. This will be my fourth time treating them, so they've been kind of a nightmare. Kind of thought about just putting a bin outside, putting them outside, and letting nature take its course. At this point, I've pretty much lost the money on them because I don't think I'm gonna sell any, because I've just had so many problems with them that I don't even trust selling their babies. They seem quite weak genetically. I don't know if it's just due to them having a lot of inbreeding, or if it's due to, I don't know. I know they were imported from Asia, so but they're the very first imports that I've ever had a problem with. But they have been nothing but trouble, so I'm gonna treat their tank again and see what happens, see if that female will live. I noticed she's kind of away from everyone else, and she's got a little bit of white on her side, so we're gonna go ahead and just pop it off and treat them with Furin 2 again, hope for the best, and kind of see what happens there. They've been giving me just nothing but trouble. So we'll see what we're gonna do with those once I decide their fate, if I'm gonna sell them or just kind of keep them, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know I'm definitely not gonna sell them, so it would have to be their babies, and even then I would want to breed them for probably 2 to 3 generations before I sold their babies, just to make sure, try to get a little bit more hardiness in them. They're beautiful, but they're not that hardy, which I'm a little disappointed about. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. So I've got a lot of water changes to do today, as well as finish up cleaning. So this is going to be a little bit of a short Fishhaus. But yeah, definitely we've got babies galore, and so I just kind of really wanted to show you guys those the little beebs. They're doing quite well and thriving. This is they were born 2 days ago, though I think some might have been born last night, because originally I only counted 17, and then this morning I counted 25, so it might be having a little bit each night. But I first noticed these guys pop up then, and just enjoyed watching them. Probably slept for like an hour today just watching the little babies. So I'm gonna drop some Repashy superfood in for them and get to work cleaning. I hope you guys have a good week. As always, if there's anything you'd like to see or questions you'd like answered, be sure to comment below or shoot me a message, either at my email or on Facebook. Facebook is ncguppy. Be sure to visit us there, and website is ncguppy.com. Alright, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week for Fishhaus.